goal. That is a dream goal.
They found it. They finally found the goal they were looking for.
What a finish that is. Do not scratch your eyes. This is really happening.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today here on Game in Frame. I'm Ariel Duran, and I'll be your host for today's ECNL Regional League match between Brooklyn United and Westchester SC. Brooklyn started off their spring with back-to-back wins, but had their first loss of the season last night against CFC North, a shock result, and they'll be looking to bounce back. Meanwhile, Westchester are trying to lift themselves off the bottom of the table and get their first points of 2026. That being said, let's take a look at the table as it stands right now. Brooklyn United dropped down to 4th place, and CFC North took their spot, tied for first right now. And Westchester are at the bottom of the table, as I mentioned, looking to get their first points and put together some more solid results. They've been conceding a lot of goals, so looking to put together some more, some good performances. Good performance here today. And just a reminder, the league table goes by points per game if you notice any inconsistencies with the point system. The game right here is wrapping up, so we'll have our game for you in just a few moments, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game in Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division I programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
Welcome back to the game here in Brooklyn between Brooklyn United and Westchester SC. We are about to get underway here. Excited to see what these players have to offer today. See if Brooklyn can bounce back from their defeat last night, see what these players have left in the tank. They definitely had to expend a lot of energy in trying to make that game a little bit closer, but they were chasing a 3-goal deficit pretty late on and managed to get 2 goals back, but weren't able to secure any points in that game last night. Looking for better fortune today. Waiting for the ref's approval. And we are underway here. Westchester start with the ball. Pressure immediately from the Brooklyn team. Able to win the ball high up the pitch. Tackle from Doggart. Passed on from Strauss-Figueroa. And that ball goes out for a contested goal kick. Brooklyn United players believe they should have gotten a corner there, but the ref saw that as a goal kick for Westchester. Some players to look out for today. Quincy Strauss-Figueroa scored 2 goals last night. The first one was a great shot from outside the box, and the second one later in the game showed great determination to keep fighting for his team even though they didn't end up with the victory. That's number 46 there on the near side. Brooklyn cycle the ball around the back. Loose pass there given away. And backheel finds his teammate in the middle, Doggart there again, who switches it out, but it's intercepted by Westchester and brought down. The strikers can't connect there. Nice run down the side. Ball comes into the middle here with a chance for Westchester. The shot gets blocked, and Brooklyn unable to clear their lines there. Both teams putting pressure on the back lines early. Ball comes forward here to Strauss-Figueroa. Brooklyn unable to keep it in. Little diamond that was unable to control that, and again given right back to Brooklyn United. Ball forward to Spampinato. Quinn Smith picks up the ball, finds Spampinato with space to look for a shot, but he's offside, just a little bit too much space. Had a lot of room there, maybe could have whipped in a shot, looked for maybe a cross there, but it was offsides anyways. Both teams closing down very well so far in the early stages here. No player able to get really any amount of time on the ball. Every 50-50 being contested. Nice move in the middle. Gets past a couple players there. Nice feet there by Waring. Finds Ulster on the right side. But Westchester fight to get the ball back. A loose pass right down the middle of the pitch, intercepted there. Waring was alert to it. Another loose pass. Both teams giving the ball away in crucial spaces, and now Westchester have a chance to counter here. They got a runner through the middle, but here comes a strike right down the middle of the goal. The goalkeeper has to lunge down to get that one, but could have been a lot more dangerous there for Brooklyn United. Brooklyn United fell victim last night to a couple scrappy goals conceded, looking to put a more solid defensive display here together. Through ball, goes through everybody, unanticipated by the attackers there. Spampanato follows all the way back to the goalkeeper, who picks it up. And launches it long up into Brooklyn's half of the pitch. It'll be a Westchester throw here. Pressure comes immediately there from Strauss-Figueroa. Pass goes wide. The winger tries to get around Diamond. He's able to cut in, picks his head up, and a shot from the top of the box. Great save from the goalkeeper, who went down a little bit early, but was able to save that with his top hand. Ball comes in, and a shot. The header just wide. Westchester putting on a lot of pressure so far in early stages. Their attack is looking a lot better than their goal scoring record shows so far this season. So far it's been Westchester creating the chances. Again, Brooklyn United had to spend a lot of energy last night trying to recover any points. Let's see what they have in the tank here for this game. Looks like Westchester came out hungry. Oh, nearly missed control there. A push, and the referee calls a foul. Westchester sending everybody forward here, looking to make this one count, and that ball is able to be kept in, put right back in front of the goal, but apparently went out, and the referee gives a goal kick to Brooklyn United. That free kick went a little bit too far for anybody to try to recover. But you can see the intention there from Westchester to try and just keep the ball as far away from their goal as possible. Diamond into the middle there for Dogart. Players calling for a handball, but the ref doesn't see anything. Ulster, loose pass into the middle, nearly gives the ball away again. And Brooklyn United have to reset. Again, pressure immediately from those Westchester players. Not an inch for these Brooklyn United players here. Looked like a possible kick in the back there. The ref blows his whistle for a free kick here to Westchester. Again, an opportunity here for Westchester to send numbers forward. Ball comes into the top of the box. Player spins around, has a chance to get a shot in. Decent hold-up play there, but Brooklyn fight back for the ball. And now Ulster has a chance to counter. He's got Spampanato in front of him. And Strauss-Figueroa on this far side. A good tackle in the middle, able to win that ball for Westchester. And that ball gets sent immediately forward, something that Brooklyn struggled to deal with last night. And they're unable to retain possession right now. That ball gets launched forward, but it's intercepted. from O'Brien. Ball back into the middle. Well seen. That's Castellanos continuing his run to the middle. Falls there for Dogart, who shoots, but it's over the goal. It's the first opportunity there for the Brooklyn United players to put a shot on target. Unfortunately, that one went a little bit too high. So far, Westchester seem pretty well organized in their shape, and Brooklyn do as well. A loose goal kick puts that ball right into a dangerous area, and Spampanato able to receive it there. Picks his head up, has a shot, but once again, well over and far enough away for the goalkeeper for him not to be concerned. Can either of these teams make the other team pay for their mistakes? Because there have been a few loose passes in some key areas that neither team really wants to see. At least not go against them. Header won there by Waring. And it falls to Spampanato, holds the ball up, spins away from his man. But the Westchester players fighting hard for the ball, and a little bit too physical there for the ref's liking, and it'll be a foul in favor of Westchester. They have a player down here, Westchester. The ref has to stop play. So a little over 10 minutes in, and we've seen chances at both ends. 2 back-to-back chances for Brooklyn to test the goalkeeper, but their shots were a little bit wild. Might need a little bit more control in front of goal. Diamond here. Goes forward to Bruno Spampanato. And Westchester defender lunges in to clear that ball, get it away from his back line. Throw goes forward, and the header is won by his teammate there, Spampanato, but the ref blows for a free kick for Brooklyn United. It's their first set piece, close-ish to goal. Opportunity to load the box maybe and forge an opportunity closer to goal. Got some of their taller players in the box now. Ball comes in there, straight to the goalkeeper, and nobody running towards that near post. Easy pickup for the goalkeeper for Westchester. Looks forward right away. Calmly controlled there by Castellanos. Well won there by Waring, who strides forward. Looks for an option, has to beat his man. Puts the ball in, falls to Dogart, who scores. Great finish there from Dogart, who put that ball right into that bottom right corner. Great play from Waring to pick up the loose ball, run down the wing, and get past one defender to cross the ball in low. And Dogart did very well to control that finish. It was a bouncing ball, and he put that right in the bottom corner where the goalkeeper couldn't reach. It's 1-0 to Brooklyn United. Once again, those challenges go into the middle. Spampanato does well to spread the ball wide and find Ulster out there. Ball goes forward, and a little bit unsure from the defender. It looked like the ball could have gone back to his goalkeeper, but he concedes the corner. The pressure building now on the Westchester players. Looks like Brooklyn United have a little bit of a height advantage here. Ball comes into the back post, free header. Nobody marking him. Players seem upset again, but the ref awards a goal kick to Westchester. And the referee has to have a word with one of the Brooklyn United players there, letting them know they won't tolerate too much back talking to the referee. Ball launched forward for Ulster to chase down. The defender unable to get there. Ulster gets in front of him. Finds Pompanato, who whips the shot in, but it's blocked and then cleared out for a throw here. Great opportunity there for Pompanato, but back-to-back opportunities coming in waves here for Brooklyn United. And Westchester unable to clear their lines. Waring popping up everywhere. Good effort there from the Westchester defender to keep that ball from going out for a corner. It'll be a throw in here for Brooklyn. Pompanato able to turn in the box. He was able to turn around his defender, but the ball got pinched off of him. That throw-in goes again to Pompanato. Does a good job using his strength and size to hold the ball up. The Westchester player goes down, but nothing's given. O'Brien calls out for that ball, wins the header, and sends it forward for his team. Challenge in the middle there, and the ref looked like he wanted to play an advantage and gives a free kick to Westchester. That was a good spell there in the last few minutes from Brooklyn to keep the ball in the Westchester half, form a couple of chances, and get a goal themselves. Waring and Ulster again connecting. Ball down the line for Pompanato to chase. He's got Strauss-Figueroa running in the middle. He's got Smith as well, who's there. Tries to hit it on the volley. Doggart. Strauss-Figueroa, the shot just not potent enough to really test the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper got down early. Pretty comfortable save. Waring once again putting in a shift there in the middle, shielding that ball out for a throw for his team. Some good energy there from the Brooklyn United players to win the ball back. An early ball played forward isn't going to reach anybody. A little bit too quick there. They had numbers there. It looked like a 4-on-4 had they slowed that down. Gives Westchester the chance to send the ball forward and get it out of their half. A back heel there, clever from Waring. Nearly falls to a teammate. Looked like that might have been an arm coming up there. The Westchester players calling for the ref. Shot here, pulled wide. Another opportunity for Westchester to get a shot off there, but the shot looked a little bit rushed, maybe just underneath the player's foot, and shanked it to the left. It's been an all-action start here. The ball sent forward, flicked on by Westchester player, falls to Pompanato, who does well to find Ulster running down that right side. He's got Strauss-Figueroa in the middle and Pompanato following in. There's Doggart, who tries to one-time it. Strauss-Figueroa here with the chance, and he was offsides. Nobody marking him at the back post, but he happens to be in an offsides position. I'd like to remind you guys that we have another game coming up on Game and Frame in the APSL Metropolitan Conference on April 15th at 9 p.m. between Leros SC and Ducks at SC. Be sure to tune in with us on April 15th for that game. Brooklyn win the ball back there. A little bit of a bobbly touch there from Strauss-Figueroa. Falls kindly to Spampanato, who does well to flick it on. And Strauss-Figueroa showed good strength to hold off the defender. And the ref agrees with the Brooklyn players. The Westchester player went down and held the ball. They didn't get the push call. The ball comes in early. And Ulster was creeping in there to the middle, but that ball was just too far in front of him. Just a little bit too far in front of him. Castellanos once again looks assured in the back, wins that header. Nice job there by Waring once again to fight for that ball. Unable to keep possession for his team, but it finds its way back to Dogart there in the middle. Ref blows his whistle for a foul. It's a free kick for Brooklyn. Castellanos launches forward, tries to find Strauss-Figueroa, but that ball is a little too high for him. And throw-ins needs to be taken from the blue line here. Sorry if that's a little bit confusing on your computer screens. The throw-in wasted there. Possession given right back to Brooklyn United, and Dogart with a chance to maybe get a shot off. Had space, tried to find Ulster on the right side, and they lose possession. Westchester United now with a 2-on-3. They got numbers coming forward in support. A chance now for a shot. He beats one, and his shot is just high of that crossbar. Might have been the clearest opportunity for Westchester to score a goal there, and the shot did not test the goalkeeper. A little bit of a waste there, but good work from them to push forward and try and use some creativity to get past these Brooklyn United defenders. Spampanato once again tries to flick on to Strauss-Figueroa, who's creeping up, stays on sides. Oh, just off sides. That first touch controlled from Spampanato. He tried to flick it in for Strauss-Figueroa, and that delay saw his teammate go just off sides. Long ball launched forward. Gets past O'Brien, who spins and recovers and is able to clear it out for a throw. Nearly fell to a Westchester player there. Throw-in goes short. Deep into that corner there, and Westchester able to get a cross in. It goes right to the goalkeeper. Hit with real pace. Good job of the goalkeeper to hold that one in. Didn't spill it with pressure right in front of him. O'Brien clears it forward, and Ulster chases it down. Heads it on for Spampanato, and the ball just went out of play. Looks like that's what the ref called there. Brooklyn United seeing a couple more opportunities come their way to get forward on the counter. And Westchester here trying to go direct. Well done there by the defense to bring that ball back into the goalkeeper's hands. Ball launched forward there towards Spampanato and Dogart, who's been pushing forward in kind of that center attacking mid position. Shot here from Ulster, and it goes over the bar. He just toe poked that, just got underneath it. Right now that attack for Brooklyn United sees Dogart pushing up the field pretty high down the middle, partnering well with Strauss Figueroa and Spampanato so far. Alster as well, tucking in from that right side, has been influential in the early stages. Diamond with a loose touch gives it away. Westchester trying to hold the ball up, but unable to do so. A nice touch around the corner once again from Doggart. See Strauss Figueroa able to open his stride and take on the defender. Here's Strauss Figueroa. And Smith here with a chance to shoot. Cuts back. Smith tried to curl that one in, but it got blocked. And pressure again from Brooklyn United in the midfield. Westchester player gets swarmed there, but the ref calls a foul. This free kick in a pretty dangerous position here, a little bit closer to goal. I don't think it's close enough for a shot, unless they got something special in their locker here that I'm not aware of. And it does come in driven pretty hard, but not gonna test the goalkeeper. Sometimes in those scenarios, it's best to try and just put that ball on target and hope for a spill from the goalkeeper, leading that ball to go past them into the net, or a rebound to a teammate, just cause chaos. But that ball did none of those and just went over the goal. Spampanato does good to hold the ball up, able to turn, tries to find Alster on the opposite side. Had Strauss Figueroa here, who fights back for the ball, flicks it on for Doggart. Space here for Castellanos to turn and pick his head up. Finds Doggart again, who clips it forward. Great ball in for Diamond, who's pushing up from his left back position, but unable to get on the end of that. It was a good run, good pick out there from Doggart, but a little bit too far in front of him. Arm came up on the challenge for the header there from the Westchester player, and the ref will blow the whistle for that. Looked like the player was just trying to gain the positional advantage there. Ball played early here on the free kick. The ref wants it to come back. Looks like he wanted to have a word. There was an incident earlier. The ref did not seem to say anything to any of the players, but it looked like he wanted to have a word with one of the players there. And they get the all clear. Castellanos again looking to play long. That ball just a little short there. It's cleared forward towards the Westchester attackers. Not sure if you can hear those challenges, those boots coming together on your from the live stream, but you could hear some of those challenges coming in. The ref must have seen something. Looked like 50-50 to me, but the ref thought it was a little bit too physical. Offsides call here. Possession given back to Westchester. Ball launched forward, easy header for Waring to win. The ball falls to Strauss Figueroa, who loses it, but runs hard to try and win it back, and here he is again. Kicks it out. Kicks it out and has to concede the throw in. But the ball finds its way back to him there. The ball's unable to stick there with anybody. And Diamond slides to keep that ball in play. Maybe not the best thing for his team there, as Westchester able to pick it up there. The slide, that pass slid to the back line, but intercepted there. Smith leaves it for Spampanato. Again, these attackers for Brooklyn United, on a couple of occasions, trying to play quickly, but they didn't have the runners going forward there, and they've been caught off sides couple times, really trying to make that attack move a little bit faster. That might be what they need to get their second goal. Ball slightly miscontrolled there, almost falls to a teammate, and it does there for Westchester. The ball's played forward and it's clipped into the middle, and Diamond has to clear it. Strauss Figueroa puts his challenge in well. The captain for Westchester comes in with a sliding challenge, and the throw goes their way. It's a good challenge there from the Westchester captain to not give up on that play and get in front of Figueroa, who's shown great speed so far. Needed to get there quickly. Some good touches in the midfield, but once again, Doggart, Smith, and Waring have been combining well on the defensive side of the game to not allow these Westchester players any time and force them to go a little bit direct. Diamond launches forward for Strauss Figueroa, but that ball is just a little wide for him. He's unable to keep it in. Some challenges in the middle, and Smith wins it. Feeds Spampanato, who has tons of space here. Spampanato with a chance to score. He tried to go back and forth between his feet, between left and right. Couldn't tell which foot he was going to favor there, but he had a chance to get that shot in just a little bit earlier. An opportunity wasted there. Westchester now with a chance to go forward, and Waring comes sliding in, but the ball breaks kindly for Westchester, who bring it down the far side there. Some good speed there, and a nice challenge from O'Brien. It looked like he got the ball, but the ref, unhappy with the challenge, doesn't take out a card on this occasion. It was definitely a full-blooded, hefty challenge, but looked like he got the ball to me. Some of the Brooklyn players upset with that decision. And another opportunity here for Westchester. A little bit closer to goal now. They're inching closer with these free kicks. This one right on the corner of that penalty box. Let's see what they can work up from here. Westchester got to be careful on the counter. Strauss Figueroa staying up there for Brooklyn United, and he's shown great speed so far. So if that ball comes back their way, they got to be ready to chase back. The free kick is driven low and it hits the wall. And Waring spins away, and the ball finds its way to Doggart, who clips it on the outside to Strauss Figueroa. But Westchester able to nearly get it out. The player took a little bit too long, and Strauss Figueroa able to go through in the midfield, but this will be the first card of the game. It'll be a yellow for the Westchester player. There's a chance for Strauss Figueroa to break forward there, had some space in front of him. Strauss Figueroa was ready to pounce on the attack, was cut short there. Unfortunately for that Westchester player, he got subbed out right after that challenge and the yellow card. The coach probably not wanting to take a chance going down to 10 men and him getting a second yellow. It's been a pretty physical game. We've seen a few fouls and free kicks. This challenge is going in. Ball launched forward and the clearance isn't well cleared. Doggart just strides towards that penalty area. Strauss Figueroa once again in offside position. Sub coming in here. Will Diamond coming out of the game. And we have number 38, Pax Gamboa, checking in. Looks like Gamboa will fill right into that left back spot. This first piece of action is a header that glances off the top of his head and goes out for a throw-in for Westchester. Some clever play there. Clever attempt, but unable to get past Castellanos, and has Waring help out to feed the ball down the line to Strauss Figueroa, and then his ball forward to Spampanato was picked up by the goalkeeper, who cleared it out for a throw. Just waiting for that ball to come back into the field, and it'll be Gamboa with the throw. Ball once again goes to their big target man, Spampanato. Has a chance to shoot, and the shot gets deflected, and the goalkeeper is allowed to run over and slide to pick up that ball. Ball launched forward, miscontrolled, and then picked up by a teammate for Westchester. Waring, unaware of the player on the other side of his shoulder, and some Brooklyn United players combined there to bring down the Westchester attacker. And this might be their best free kick opportunity of the game so far. Central, a good distance from the goal, and maybe an opportunity to test the goalkeeper from this free kick. At 1-0 in this half nearly ending, let's see if Westchester can bring themselves back level here. I'm sure they'll be delighted to go into the half at 1-1. They've had a lot of pressure mounting on them, and this is a great opportunity for them to get a goal back. The shot comes in, nope, stepped over, and the shot comes in after the fake. Got me with that. And that shot deflected, goes out for a corner. That wall once again doing their job, stopping the ball from going on target. That sub for Westchester adds a little bit of height for them. That player's dancing around in the penalty area, but Brooklyn able to clear it. Gamboa feeds Doggart, who sends it out wide, but that spinning pass went behind the run of Spampanato. Strauss Figueroa tried to recover his position, get to that ball, but it's not worth the energy. Wasn't going to get there. And the ball given back to Brooklyn United. Doggart does well to withstand a couple challenges. He has Ulster on his right side. The ball's underneath his feet. Gets it back in front of him, has a shot. And it goes over once again. That was a little bit better there, that shot. It looked like he was going to go across the goal, but lifted it once again. Some great play there from Doggart to ride those challenges and not go down there. Ball sent forward. Gamboa challenging. Falls there for Westchester. Castellanos once again showing good strength and good positioning to stay in front of in between the attacker and the ball. And it's a Brooklyn United throw, throws it in quickly. They can't mess about here. Westchester putting some pressure on. Doggart calm under pressure, so is Waring. Finds Zuniga on the opposite side. Feeds it forward towards Smith, who left it. He thought Spampanato was there. Waring now with a chance at the top of the box. Clips it to Spampanato. Here's Spampanato, who rips a shot. It ended up being deflected and falling to Doggart. Oh, a nice nutmeg there from the Westchester player. Again, great pressure from Brooklyn United. A much better defensive display here than what we saw last night if you were tuning in the live stream. A couple of those goals that they conceded came from a little bit of miscommunication, misunderstandings, it seemed like, on the defensive end, and also a little bit of misfortune. But they've looked a lot more solid today. Those free kicks seem like they're going to be good opportunities for Westchester. They have another one here. Good opportunities for Westchester to try and get back into this game. At 1-0, they're definitely still in this game, but they're trying to level the scoreline here. Ball intercepted there. And the challenge, once again, tightly contested 50-50. It looked like the player got the ball. The ball played quickly, and once again, the ref unhappy with that, wanting them to wait for his approval. It's a free kick for Brooklyn. Castellanos across the back for O'Brien, who plays it forward there for Smith. And Zuniga tries to play it back to him, but pressure there from Westchester wins the ball back for them. A good tackle there. Sees the ball bounce back in favor of Brooklyn. Gamboa able to find Smith. And Zuniga launches it forward. A great ball down the line to Ulster. He has teammates in the middle, but his threaded pass is cut out there. Ball now played to Spampanato. A good foot in there from Westchester's captain. Oh, that ball nearly fell for Strauss Figueroa. Challenge there in the back of Gamboa, who stayed up well, but the ref blows the whistle anyways. The ball's played quickly to Dugart, and that control, that touch is a little heavy there for Spampanato. And another foul there, given in favor of Westchester. Just want to remind you, today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Ball played to Strauss Figueroa. The goalkeeper comes out early and claims it. Just a few more minutes left in this half. On the eye, I'd say Westchester will be happy, will be content with the 1-0 scoreline the way it is right now. They've had their fair share of opportunities, but Brooklyn United have definitely looked the more cohesive team so far. Here's Ulster with a chance to go forward. Once again, has Dogart through the middle, has Strauss Figueroa wide. Still Ulster. Ulster cuts it back, but the sliding defender able to pick it up, but it falls back. Sorry, that was Waring, number 33, not number 37, Ulster. Waring's been showing some good energy in this first half to try and advance that ball forward himself. It'll be a Westchester throw. And looks like the ref is not pleased with something he's heard and shows a yellow card to Waring. That's been the only blemish on his game so far today. He's got to be careful. There's been lots of challenges coming in that midfield. Doesn't want to pick up a second yellow. Ball launched high into the air. Waring goes challenging for it. The Westchester player cuts it back, unable to dribble past the Brooklyn United defense. The ref does a good job to get out of the way of that one. It falls to Westchester player who tries to dribble past, and Strauss-Figueroa once again doing his duties on the defensive end, coming back to help his team out. Intercepted there by Gamboa, good read there off the throw. And here's Strauss-Figueroa with a chance and space in front of him. He's got Spampinado trying to stay on sides. And the Westchester players come back. That pass there in the middle unfortunately hits the ref, and Brooklyn will have to reset their attack. The ball dropped there and pressure immediately on Brooklyn. Ball forward from Duff, goalkeeper. Gamboa's looked good since coming into the game. A nice spin around to find a teammate, find Smith down his left side, and that ball sent forward. Doesn't find anybody, and that'll be it for the first half. It's 1-0 for Brooklyn United. Westchester have looked decent so far. They showed great attacking in the beginning of the game, had a few opportunities to challenge the goalkeeper for Brooklyn United, but it is Brooklyn United who are on top right now with the 1-0 lead. Stay tuned with us for the second half.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division I programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
All right, welcome back for the second half here of Brooklyn United versus Westchester SC. Brooklyn looking to add to their 1-0 advantage here, and Westchester looking to bring themselves back level. It's been a good display from both teams. They both showed good attacking promise and some good solidity at the back. A little bit of a sloppy start to the game, but both teams grew into it and were able to connect on the attacking front, definitely more on the Brooklyn side. And here we go. Just a reminder, Waring did receive a yellow card towards the end of that first half, so he's a player who has to be careful. He might not see the full 90 minutes. Westchester started the first half strongly. Let's see if they can get up to a strong start to the second half. The loose pass nearly given there to Spampanato. And the ball given away there. Here's Ulster. Finds Spampanato. Challenge comes in. He holds up the defender. Finds Duggar, who had a great first half. The goal scorer. The ball launched forward for a teammate there. Went to the goalkeeper, who spilled it at the first attempt, but was able to pick it up at the second. The ball nearly kept in there. Goes out for a Brooklyn United throw. Actually, they changed their mind. It's a Westchester throw. Chance now for them to run forward. Space here on the left side. The player cuts in, and a great shot. Loops over the goalkeeper. A great goal there. They cut in on the right foot, right on the edge of the box. Looked like the chance had gone. Not sure if it got a deflection there, but it looped over the stretching goalkeeper, who was unable to get a hand to it. Great goal there from Westchester, and a very fast start like we saw in the first half, but this time they're able to make it count. It's 1-1. I'm sure the coach for Brooklyn United was pleased with a lot of what he saw in the first half. Multiple challenges coming in there on Smith. Wins his team the free kick, plays it quickly there for Waring. Ball cut out there. Goes back to O'Brien, who his loose pass falls to a Westchester player, the goal scorer, number 30 there. And a sliding challenge comes in a little bit hot there from O'Brien. The ref unhappy with that. And let's see the color of that card. That was a hefty challenge. It'll be a yellow there for O'Brien, who slid in desperately there. He saw the danger coming and had to get in front of the ball, but did so illegally. And it'll be a free kick here in a dangerous position here for Westchester. I wonder if they'll try and shoot from this angle. They were a little bit closer when they scored that goal, so it's a different free kick taker here. They have several players in the box. Let's see the direction of this ball here. Is it going to be a shot on goal or a cross? Ref blows his whistle. The ball goes into that top corner, and the goalkeeper gets up well to save it. I think everybody was actually caught off guard by how good that shot was. And the ball goes forward here for Strauss Figueroa. A chance for Brooklyn to charge forward. It's 2-on-1 in Brooklyn's favor, but Westchester able to play back to their goalkeeper. And the ref blows his whistle. Players down here look like the player that challenged for the header went down with a head injury, so the ref has to blow his whistle. and check on the player. Looks like the Westchester player will have to come off momentarily to get checked for concussion. Got to make sure these players stay safe. We've seen a lot of heavy challenges and some physicality here in those 50-50s. The ball's given back there ball's given back to Westchester. They did have the ball at the goalkeeper, so not really sure what the Brooklyn players are upset about. The ball was in their possession when the whistle was blown. And Westchester have the ball again here, looking to charge forward. The ball cut out there by O'Brien. Ball launched forward and off the shoulder. Maybe could have been a handball there, but the player adjusted his feet well. Ball clips to the back post, evades everybody, and Westchester able to advance it forward. Challenge comes in there from O'Brien. Looks like Westchester's captain is able to continue. That ball played right to the feet of Ulster, who finds Waring, passes it on to Doggart, gets it back from Strasburg-Figueroa, and here's Doggart again with space in front of him. Here's Doggart with a shot. Had space to shoot. Smith asking for where that pass was to him, but there's a golden opportunity to get a shot off. Once again, just a little bit too high. Goal kick launched forward and Waring wins a header. Passed on there by Ulster. Goes out for a Brooklyn United throw. Zuniga plays it in quickly. Ulster spins around. Tries to get a cross in, but it gets blocked. It'll be a corner kick here for Ulster to take. Brooklyn sending up several players, got 5 players in there. Ball comes in, bounces around, and eventually cleared. Castellanos launches it forward to the goalkeeper, who had to adjust himself. Looked like that ball was going to bounce right in front of him. Was able to tap it down and then pick it up. Ball launched forward. And Westchester win the second ball. Westchester with a chance to shoot again. The attacker decides to play it short to a teammate, and here they come again with another shot. And the Brooklyn United defender there, I think that was Zuniga, who felt the force of that shot from close range. He's able to bounce back to his feet. Should be able to continue. A little bit of an awkward throw, but the ref let it go, and it'll be a goal kick anyways for Brooklyn, who once again look to send numbers up quickly. They play short to O'Brien, who now launches it forward. That low-driven ball luckily finds its way to Smith, who plays in Ulster on the right side. He has Pompanato running through the middle, finds him. Here's Pompanato, twists and turns, shoots. And the shot once again, a little bit too high. Looks like they're trying to put a lot of pace behind those shots, but went a little bit too high once again. Zuniga down once again. The corner comes in anyways. Falls all the way to the back post for Waring, who puts it back in. Tests the goalkeeper at his near post. But the goalkeeper stayed alert. Got down well there to cover that bottom corner on his near side. It'll be another corner here for Brooklyn United. The pressure's on them now to try and reestablish their lead. Strauss Figueroa standing over the corner here, whips the ball in. It's flicked high in the air, doesn't get very far away from the goal. Flipped backwards, and O'Brien gets his head up. But it was just offsides, I think the ref had called from the flick on. But he was in a great position there. He was in a great position to try and win that header and score a goal, but a little too far advanced. Goal kick launched forward. Slightly miscontrolled there by Westchester, and once again the Brooklyn United midfield fighting hard to win the ball, and Waring with a great move to get past one defender, finds support out wide, finds his way back to Waring, cuts it back for Strauss Figueroa, has to get to that ball before a Westchester player can cut in. Strauss Figueroa's ball whipped in, cut back to the top of the box, and a sliding challenge wins it back for his team there. Smith it was who slid in well. Ball played by Zuniga, read and cut out by a Westchester player. But Zuniga does well to recover and win the ball back himself for his team. Westchester win possession back. A good turn there from their attacker. Has runners forward if he could find them. There comes the ball to the Westchester goal scorer. If he could keep this ball in. One-on-one with a defender in the corner. Looked like Ulster that was, who did well to come back all the way. Oh, the ball's played in quickly. Played to the top of the box. Shot here. Well, wide and high. But a good opportunity there for Westchester to attack this back line of Brooklyn. A good opportunity to shoot there as well, but unable to control it and keep that shot down. Brooklyn playing the ball short again. Duff playing it to O'Brien. A ball left there for Smith, who combines with Gamboa on that far side. And Waring once again stepping in well. Strauss Figueroa combining well. The ball bounces around and breaks for Ulster, who's just able to keep it in. His pass deflected, and there's Spepanato. Ball comes back here for Waring. Gets past one defender again. Great feet. Whips his shot in, and that was not far. That was not far away from a second goal for Brooklyn United. That ball just lacked a little bit of extra curl to try and tuck into that far post there, but a great effort there from Waring once again. Another change coming here for Westchester, and also a little bit of a tactical change, swapping positions with one of their players. We're tied here at 1-1. Can Brooklyn United find the goal to bring them back in front? Strauss Figueroa finding his way in the middle of the field now. Passes it wide to Zuniga, whose shot/cross ends up being kind of shanked to the goalkeeper, not really troubling them. Ball launched towards their striker, but Doggar able to pick up the loose pieces. Clips it back for Strauss Figueroa, and the challenge came in. Looks like Strauss Figueroa maybe was looking for a call there. But no doubt there was contact, and he went down. The ref blew his whistle. Ball played in there. into the box. Header's won by O'Brien, but it falls kindly for the goalkeeper, whose throw is thrown with some spin. Actually, very well done there. Saw a shirt pull by the Westchester player, but apparently the ref unhappy with the Brooklyn United player there. Interesting technique by the goalkeeper to throw that ball. Is actually very well done to spin that throw up to his teammate forward. It was just in front of the defender. It was inch perfect. Brooklyn do well to put pressure on the Westchester players to win the ball back. Doggart, the playmaker. Waring, powerhouse there. Those players combining well. Strauss-Figueroa once again putting his foot in whenever he has a chance. Smith plays a little 1-2 with Doggart, who feeds it forward. Spampanato, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Here's Spampanato. Can he get on the end of that? And it goes just wide of the post. Some people on the far side maybe thought that ball was going to creep in. But that touch, trying to go around the goalkeeper, was just a little bit too heavy. Golden opportunity there. Ball launched forward there. Westchester again committing numbers forward. Chance for them to try and win possession high up the field. They have it here on the far side, but this challenge is coming in from Gamboa. Sticks to his task well and wins his team a throw. Well done there by Gamboa, the first half sub. Ball played into the middle for Waring to launch forward. And the header finds its way back to Strauss-Figueroa, who picks his head up and finds Smith, who strides into the middle of the pitch, maybe trying to find an angle for a shot or a pass. But here come Westchester again, and their goal scorer looking to make another difference in this game. Smith recovers well. Some good quick passing there to find the open space there in the middle, and Waring finds Strauss-Figueroa. He cuts in the middle, he has space, and Westchester's captain steps in to stop that attack from going any further. Gamboa once again cutting out that attack. Here's Waring, looked like he was loading up for a shot. Might go on his left foot. Here's Strauss-Figueroa with the shot. And once again, that shot is just a little too high. Plenty of opportunities here for Brooklyn United to get some shots off, but looks like they're just trying to go for power. They got to try and keep those shots down and test his goalkeeper a little bit more. But truthfully, the goalkeeper has stood up to any test they've put on his goal so far, but they're not going to challenge him like that. Westchester trying to spread the ball out wide. Zuniga nearly, does give it away, and a chance here for Westchester to pick it up on the edge of the box. Chance here now. And that ball played out wide, does not reach his teammate. Smith cuts it out. Gets past one and now has plenty of space in front of him. The Westchester player fighting to get back in a good position and does a very good job to hustle his way back and win the ball for his team. And strides forward once again. Hands on the back of him, and the ref kindly gives the call there. It's been a physical game, so didn't look too far beyond some challenges we've seen earlier, but good work there from the Westchester player to win the ball back for his team and advance the ball forward. I'd like to remind you guys that you can tune in with us on our Game and Frame live stream of the APSL Metropolitan Conference matchup between Leros SC versus Doxa SC on April 15th at 9 p.m. Be sure to tune in on Game and Frame. Ball launched forward right onto the penalty spot. It bounces. Nobody claimed it except the goalkeeper, who reacted to that bouncing ball. That was the weak point of Brooklyn United's defense last night. In a 1-1 matchup, they can't afford mistakes like that. Ball played back in on the far side by Gamboa. A slip there by Strauss Figueroa. Tries to find his teammate. He does pick up the ball himself. Again, great energy to keep fighting for that ball. Spreads it out wide to Spampanato, who cuts in. Tries to get past one. Finds Smith in the middle. Cuts back to the left foot, chops it back, has a shot. And the goalkeeper makes a great save to knock that ball over the crossbar. Great feat by Smith to create a better opportunity for himself, and the goalkeeper stood up to the test. As I mentioned, this goalkeeper looks tough to beat, even when they do put those shots on target. That shot maybe a little bit more central than Smith would have wanted. Had both corners open. Here comes the corner. Ball chested down, and then eventually cleared. Gamboa alive to that loose ball. Just tries to retain possession, but it goes out for a throw for Westchester. Looks like Westchester making another change. Looks like the same player who was carded earlier in the first half. So something to look out for both teams. Got to be careful for Westchester that they don't give away another or get another yellow card for that player. And Brooklyn United may look to target that player. Doggart has been pulling the strings in the midfield for Brooklyn United. Stands over this dead ball. Has O'Brien charging forward, who's been a threat in the air so far. They got plenty of height lining up for them, Brooklyn. Let's see if they could get a goal from this opportunity here. Ball goes in. Oh, goes towards that back post. Looked like he was trying to just put it into that no man's land where nobody really wanted to touch it on the defensive end and give away an own goal, and no attacker was near enough to put a penetrating touch to it. Good header won there by Castellanos. Great touch from Strauss Figueroa, but the defender sticks to his task. A push there from Strauss Figueroa gives away the free kick. Chance here for Westchester to put the ball forward. Ball driven at head height. Bounces here, falls for Ulster, who wins the header and then spins around. Good strength there once again by Spampanato. And a good touch again by Doggart, who finds Smith, tries to back heel flick that on to Spampanato. Doesn't work out this time. Second ball won there. Sliding challenge comes in a little bit high. And looks like that'll be a yellow card. There's a little bit of a high challenge there. A little bit reckless. But the ref gives a yellow card there for the Westchester player. Looks like Will Diamond will come back into the game and reclaim that left back position, and Gamboa will switch out now to the right side. Here he is on the near side. Gamboa with space in front of him, has players closing him down, tries to thread that ball through to Waring. It does find its way to Waring. And now maybe a chance for Westchester to counter. A good foot in there by Castellanos. He's looked assured so far. Ulster there, flicks it with the outside of his foot. Falls there for Waring, clips it on to Strauss-Figueroa. Tries to work some magic. Here's Waring now. Tries to put his foot through that one, but it's falling as he gets that shot off. And Westchester able to clear. Some good work there by Westchester to win that ball back, and now they got numbers forward. Ball launched to the opposite side, but their attacker was in offside position. There was some space there in the midfield for Westchester to launch their attack. But that ball forward didn't work out for them. That player was in offside position. Spempanato now tries to turn around, but the pressure on him, sees him give away the throw. Westchester still deep in their own half, trying to get out of this spot here. They give the ball away there. Looks like it's Ulster. Sorry, excuse me, that is Spempanato, who leaned in there, and the ref gives a free kick for Westchester. Spempanato a little bit too rough there, leaning in, trying to win that ball back. Gives away the free kick. Today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. That ball in the midfield doesn't fall for a Westchester player. It falls here for Ulster, who cuts in around the defender and is able to keep the ball going forward. Here's Spempanato now with a chance and a sliding challenge. Wins the ball for Westchester. Gives away a corner kick, but cut out that attack. It was a great sliding challenge there from the Westchester defender. Corner comes in now. It goes through all the bodies in the midfield. Oh, and a dangerous slip there. Looked like that was close to where those benches are. Those bleachers are on the opposite side as a player fell down. Thankfully, he wasn't hurt by that. A 50-50 in the midfield. Both boots were high. No call made by the referee. And a clearance there all the way to the Brooklyn goalkeeper, Duff. Duff launches it back towards the opposite penalty box. Castellanos, his touch just a little bit too loose there. A player down in the backfield for Brooklyn United, but Westchester with possession, able to play forward. And now Castellanos plays to the middle, and the ref does blow his whistle so that the player can get checked out. Looks like a case of cramp here. I didn't see a challenge come in on that player down right now. Just getting a stretch from his teammate. And that was Smith who went down. Looks a little stiff, trying to move around now. But he'll continue. Dogart clips it forward. Smith not moving very freely. The ball comes to him there and he passes it up. Doesn't look like he wants to run with the ball. Can't really accelerate right now. Waring does a great job winning the ball back. Chance here for Waring. Waring shoots, and it's a goal for Brooklyn United. A great shot there. Good composure from Waring. I said it earlier. He's been winning the ball back for his team and advancing it forward. Great composure there to control that ball at the top of the box and find that bottom corner where the goalkeeper couldn't reach it. Those shots have been right at the goalkeeper or off frame, and that one was exactly where it needed to be. It's 2-1 to Brooklyn United here. They reassert their lead. Strauss Figueroa now with a chance to shoot, and it is not far wide. Great power behind that shot, and a good job to keep it low, but it was just a little bit wide there. Smith now with the ball. Looks like he's recovered a little bit after going down earlier. Gamboa gets past, tries to get around his defender. Cuts it back to the top of the box, and that ball is cut out and launched forward. Oh, an opportunity there for Westchester to send in a ball behind the back line, but not the right kind of contact there from the defender to launch it forward. Here's Doggart now. Threads it through for Spampanato, whose cross falls to Gamboa. And the shot is blocked and cleared, but not very far. Strauss Figueroa with the shot now, and it is not far wide once again. Again, he had 2 goals in last night's game, and he looks hungry for more today. 2 great opportunities there for Strauss Figueroa to extend this lead. But Westchester still just 1 goal away from tying it. We saw this in the first half. Brooklyn United creating lots of opportunities for themselves later in the half, but unable to stick any of the other ones in the back of the net. Challenge came in there, but Gamboa now with possession. Waring plays it back for Castellanos. Good pressure there from Westchester, but Castellano able to spin the round and retain possession. A little bit of a slip there from Waring, but again, him and Doggart have been controlling play in the midfield and forward as well. Ball played wide to Gamboa with space in front of him. Plays it forward to Spampanato, who threads it through. It's another goal for Brooklyn United. A great play there, great build up all the way from the back to front. A great team goal there. Gamboa's looked good since coming into the game and able to join the attack on that occasion. A great threaded ball for Spampanato to add to their lead. It's 3-1 Brooklyn United. Westchester, after getting that goal back to tie it, looked like they were growing in confidence. Looked like Brooklyn United had maybe started to shake a little bit defensively, but the attack for Brooklyn United has definitely shown through here, and Waring once again getting past several defenders with another chance to shoot and another goal. My goodness. The confidence is oozing out of these players here, and Waring with a great goal once again, just coasting past 1, 2, and 3 players, and this time with his right foot finds the bottom right corner to make it 4-1 for Brooklyn United. Some quick fire goals here, and this game is starting to slip away from Westchester. Impressive performance here though from Brooklyn to dig in and extend their lead and not just settle for that 1 goal advantage. Here's Gamboa once again with space in front of him. Cuts in, no foul call there by the referee. And cut out there by O'Brien, well read. He has Ulster on the right side, lots of space in front of him here. Cuts it back to the top of the box. Here's Doggart, slows it down. Strauss Figueroa combining to find Spampanato, who whips a shot in with his left foot, falls in front of him, falls in front of the goalkeeper, and Ulster tried to toe it back into the goal, but it fell kindly for the goalkeeper. Gamboa able to pick that ball up. It slips, but they retain possession. O'Brien able to feed it forward for Waring once again. Pass beautifully played down the line to Spampanato, who's unable to keep it in. It'll be a throw in here for Westchester. About 10 minutes left in this one, and Westchester are going to need something special to claw their way back into this one. And on the other hand, Brooklyn United look hungry for more. Good control there, nearly getting away from the defender. Unfortunate there as that ball bounced up. It hit an arm, and the ref calls for a handball. Looks like it'll be another substitution here for Westchester. Ball played deep into the Westchester half. Falls to Strauss-Figueroa, who tries to fend off the defender. And Gamboa once again finds himself with space and time. Finds Doggart. These Brooklyn boys are connecting well. Some style being shown here. Strauss-Figueroa gets past the defender, clips to the back corner, and once again he is inches away from a goal for himself. A great move on the top of the box to create some space for himself, cut it back to his right foot, and wasn't able to find that curl to curl it into that far post. Once again, those long balls towards the back line of Brooklyn have not been able to penetrate. Little flick there from Doggart, able to keep possession. A heavy challenge. Advantage played for Spampanato here, who has a chance to shoot, and his shot deflects off the back of a defender. I'd like to see if the ref comes back to give a card, because I believe that was the same player who went in earlier and got a yellow card. That looked like a yellow card worthy challenge to me, but we'll wait and see if the ref comes back to have his word. Looks like he'll let that one slide for now. Another challenge coming in here. Ball finds its way to Doggart once again. Waring now feeds it forward to Spampanato and tries to find Diamond on the far side. The challenge there, looked like Spampanato went down a little bit easy, and the Westchester player got the ball. Throw in here for Brooklyn. Both teams still fighting for the ball, even though the 3-goal advantage sees Brooklyn comfortably coasting towards the finish line here. Under 10 minutes to play, and let's see here if they get another goal. And a shot flashes across the goal. It goes out for a goal kick, but another golden opportunity for Brooklyn to extend their lead even further. Spampanato looking to add to his earlier goal. Hands in the back of the Westchester player, and the ref calls the foul for that. One goal here could change things maybe for Westchester if they can make this free kick count. Looks like they want to play the ball short instead of going long. Ball goes out wide, and the player gets closed down quickly. A touch into the midfield. Finds his teammate, but they're unable to make a stick, and it breaks here for Spampanato, who has plenty of space in front of him, and teammates across the other side of the field. Falls here for Ulster, who cuts it back, looks for a foul there, but doesn't get the call. And Westchester once again have a chance to launch it forward. And an offsides call there, looked like a pretty tight one. Tight offsides call there, and Westchester get their attack cut short. Waring under pressure, able to slow it down, find Castellanos on the far side. Waring with time and space finds Gamboa, who spins around, gets past one, gets past two. Strauss-Figueroa, he definitely wants a goal, he's shown that. Here's Gamboa now in the middle. Finds Strauss-Figueroa with the shot. Not as much power as his other shots, but it was looping over the goalkeeper. It looked like it may have crept underneath the crossbar, but it just went over. Ball launched forward, and Waring brings it under instant control. Here's O'Brien, who feeds it wide to Smith. He's looked to recovered from his previous injury. That ball cut out by the defender there. But once again, Brooklyn still pushing high up the pitch. Ball played into the middle, and Brooklyn win it back. Smith slowing it down for Castellanos, who finds Waring. O'Brien forward to Doggart. And Ulster, beautifully done to keep it in and get past the challenge. Here's Strauss-Figueroa. Ooh, and the ball's cut out from just in front of him. Here's Smith now. Clips it over, goes over the head of Strauss-Figueroa and finds Doggart on that far side. Whips in his cross. Oh, and a sliding attempt. Looks like the ball was just behind Ulster there, and Smith whiffs at it. Falls to Waring. Was able to squeeze his way through. Whips in a shot, his left foot goes under the goalkeeper. But the goalkeeper able to trap it and pick it up with his hands. Ball launched high and able to find a teammate for Westchester. And Diamond able to bring it under control on the far side. A much better display here from Brooklyn, only conceding that one goal. It was a great shot at the start of the second half, but overall, besides that opportunity, they've looked very confident in defense and attack and in their midfield. So overall, very good performance and a good improvement on yesterday's game. I'm sure the players, the coaches, the families will be very happy to see the performance put in today and a good bounce back for their team. Pressure on Waring in the middle. O'Brien plays forward to Doggart, to Smith, but it's cut out. And that pass forward, attempting to advance the ball a little quicker there for Westchester, but no player in that position to retain possession. A little bit of fortune there for the ball to fall to Westchester. Towed forward, and Doggart steps in to win it back. And feeds it a little bit wider into the midfield for Waring to stride forward. He's got Spampanato out wide. Strauss Figueroa down the middle. Spampanato rips the shot, gets blocked. The challenge coming in from behind. Again, another player that's been carded at this stage. Looks like a card might be a little bit harsh on the player, but it's just a free kick. This might be the last opportunity of the match here. Maybe an exclamation point on this performance so far for Brooklyn United. It's been an outstanding display. The only thing they might want to improve on is just keeping a clean sheet, but other than that, it's been a really outstanding display from them. And let's see if Strauss Figueroa can put that exclamation point on this game with a goal himself or an assist. Clips it forward. Has teammates, and Ulster finds that back corner. A great goal. Great team goal once again. Good clip up, nobody marking him. There were 3 Brooklyn players there lining up for the opportunity to put that ball in the back of the net. And Ulster had all the room in the world to just tuck that header into that bottom corner. 5-1 here for Brooklyn United. And that is full time. Great performance here from Brooklyn United. A good display from Westchester in the earlier stages of this match. Showed great fight to bring it back to 1-1 and bring the best out of Brooklyn to try and reestablish their lead, and they did so in great fashion, extending their lead all the way to 5-1 at the end of this match with a finishing touch from Ulster. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see if we can get an interview with one of the players or the manager. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation.
All right, so I'm here with Waring and Dogart. You guys did a great job today in the midfield and pretty much dominated most of the game. Didn't really put a foot wrong. You had a yellow card at one point, but you were able to keep your composure and not commit any other fouls that led to a second yellow, so great job there. And 2 goals for you, an assist as well, a goal, and just playmaking the entire game. Very well done. What were some of the differences you guys saw between today and last night's match, where you guys were fighting but couldn't get any points in last night's match?
Well, I think for us, we should be winning both games. Yesterday, there were some complications at the back, and we made it harder than it should be. And even today, we did the same. But I think once we play how we know how to play, keeping it simple, playing together rather than trying to do everything individually, we can make some great goals like we made today, and something to build on and improve.
Absolutely.
I also think the level of the teams was drastically different. Yesterday was a much harder team. But we also switched our formation. We went to 1-6, like one pivot and 2 10s, which seemed to work a lot better for us in the attack.
Nice. So tactical change seemed to really help you guys. And Westchester, they definitely showed some fight getting back to 1-1, but you guys did a really good job in just putting your foot on the gas and extending your lead even further. I got to compliment you on your goal. You started off the scoring. Very well done to find that volley into the bottom corner. And then you had a great second goal.
Thank you.
So I'd like to compliment you on that. How does it feel to kind of help your team out in that way?
Feels great, you know. I mean, it feels great as a 6 coming up to attack, and yeah, it was great. Yeah.
Nice. How about you on your goal? Anything to say?
Well, it was a great pass by Dagan.
There you go.
I'm lucky to have such great players to give me passes like that, and all I had to do was hit it in.
Oh, thank you, man.
Of course.
Great finish and great assist. You guys did great as a team today, so awesome performance.
Thank you.
And good luck going forward in the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
Nice job.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in with us. Hope you enjoyed today's match, and be sure to tune in with us on the next Game and Frame broadcast. It's been fun. I'll see you next time.